police shoot or kill someone and the law doesn't offer a pathway to justice for the victim, it does damage to the community, to the reputation of law enforcement, and to the notion of justice. Hi, I'm Representative Roger Goodman from the 45th Legislative District. In this Good Minute, we'll talk about the culmination of years of work to update Washington's law on police use of deadly force. In 2016, the legislature created the Joint Task Force on the Use of Deadly Force and Community Policing, which I had the honor of co-chairing. The task force brought together members of the community, representatives of law enforcement and lawmakers to collaborate and provide recommendations on best practices to reduce the number of violent interactions between law enforcement and members of the public. The task force produced multiple recommendations to change the statute related to the use of deadly force, but at the end of 2017, the legislature could not reach consensus and no legislation moved forward. Knowing how vital it was to begin repairing the trust between the public and law enforcement, community members organized across the state to bring an initiative to the legislature. The result of that effort was Initiative 940. With the initiative before the legislature, last session I decided to try once again to bring the families and the community groups behind the initiative together with representatives of law enforcement. After a lot of hard work, we were able to find common ground and collaborated on language adjustments for the initiative. This resulted in a bill to strengthen and clarify Initiative 940. Unfortunately, questions about proper procedure caused the state Supreme Court to invalidate that bill, and Initiative 940 was sent to the ballot last November. The people of Washington passed Initiative 940 with almost 60% of the vote. Now that the legislature is back in session, it's time again to clarify and strengthen the language of the initiative to make it easier to implement. So I've introduced House Bill 1064, the consensus agreement between police and the community to strengthen and clarify Initiative 940. Together, the initiative and House Bill 1064 will require annual training for law enforcement, including training on implicit bias, de-escalation tactics, mental health, and less lethal alternatives. Establish that law enforcement officers have a solemn duty to preserve life, including providing or summoning first aid at the earliest safe opportunity. Institute processes for independent investigations of deadly force incidents, and removing the requirement that police malice must be proven in order to bring criminal charges, and replace it with an objective good faith or reasonable police officer standard by which prosecutors can more fairly evaluate deadly force incidents. These measures will improve public safety and interactions between the police and the communities they serve by providing law enforcement with the tools to carry out their difficult jobs while ensuring that victims of unnecessary violence and their families can get justice. I'm pleased to report that the bill has passed the House and the Senate and is now awaiting the governor's signature. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and look for more Good Minutes coming soon.